few days ago, I posted a video using a metaphor involving a beach ball to describe allistic versus autistic communication. It was an awesome metaphor, but I tried to squeeze it into under a minute, so the meaning got lost. But I intend to revisit the topic more effectively right now. I want you to imagine two people in a swimming pool. The water's filled up to about like here, and they're passing a beach ball back and forth. They gently toss across the ball. It glides across the water. The other person catches it. They gently toss it back. It glides across the water. The other person catches it, and so on and so forth. Passing the ball back and forth is relatively low effort because the water is assisting them. These two people in the pool passing that beach ball are like two allistic people, that's people who aren't autistic, having a conversation. The beach ball is the meaning they are intending to communicate in that conversation. When one allistic person is speaking, they are passing meaning to that other allistic person, who can easily take that meaning and respond or pass that beach ball right back. The difference between allistic and autistic communication is that autistic people pass that beach ball in a pool with no water in it. So in following this metaphor, what is the pool water? What is that assist? I don't actually know for sure. That's a question for a neurology person. But for the purposes of this metaphor, it's not important. What's important is recognizing that we autistics do not have an assist that allistics have, which makes social interaction less burdensome for them than it is for us. And what's even more important is that we all grew up in a society that didn't teach us that some people have water in the pool and some people don't. So when an allistic person tries to glide us the beach ball and it falls on the ground, we often get mad at them for not just handing it to us. All we perceive is that they put minimal effort into the interaction and put a huge burden on us. We now have to decipher the meaning that they didn't directly express. Meanwhile, you ever notice how allistics feel like we're constantly over-explaining things? Like we're too direct? Too literal? Yeah, that's because we don't have pool water. We can't glide the beach ball back to them. We have to bend over and crouch down and pick it up and hand it to them. Sometimes some of us can get really good at kind of gently tossing it in a way that's similar to the glide that they're used to, i.e. masking. But sometimes we're just out of spoons and so pissed off being stuck with that burden, we'll just fucking kick it in their shins. But the allistic person that we're talking to, if they don't know about autism, they have no idea that you don't have pool water. They think everybody on the planet has pool water. So if you directly place the beach ball in their hands, they don't find that helpful. I know it's going to be really confusing for a lot of you, but they really don't find that helpful. And they certainly don't find it helpful if you throw them or kick them the beach ball. You know what they do. What do? They perceive it as aggression. Remember, they think you have the pool water. They don't see a function in what you're doing. They think that you are denying them access to the helpful pool water for no reason. And the more aggressive they think you are, the more timid they're going to become. And the more gentle and frustrating their beach ball tosses are going to become. You want them to ignore the pool water, they're gonna hang on to it harder. You're now scary, they want to create more distance. That pool water creates distance. And it's assistance. They are used to having that assistance. We know all too well, it is hard work to communicate without that pool water. You are asking them to do work and they don't understand why. So if we expect them to be patient with our needs, it serves us to be understanding about that. The only way to bridge this gap is for allistic people to grasp that autistic directness is not aggression, and for autistic people to grasp that allistic indirectness is not negligence. It's simply that allistic people, outside of their own knowledge and understanding of it, have access to a communication assist, aka the pool water, that autistic people do not. If you think this video could help bridge communication gaps between allistic and autistic people in your life, please pass it along.